Hello everyone, welcome to the experiment. My name is Flamino and today I'm going to show you how my 30 days of studying chess went. Before this video continues, help me out with my work please. Leave a like and comment Pocahontas, which will be really relevant here, seriously. Pocahontas is the most relevant word on this channel. Well, I got the chance to do this experiment through a friend who's going to set up another one for me, who was my financial advisor, who got in touch with me to initially provide financial advice for me, right? And there's also a video related to that coming soon. And he's a big fan of chess, Kayo. He ended up becoming a really good friend of mine, a really close friend, and he introduced me to chess. And then I said, man, that's cool, right? I'd like to have a teacher. Could you recommend someone to me? And he's really good at networking, and he ended up getting Gilberto Milos. Just Gilberto Milos, you know? He's just one of the best chess players in the history of Brazil, who became my teacher. I'm here with Kayo. Hey guys! This is my bro here, who I met recently to do an experiment on the channel. Not necessarily this chess experiment, another one related to investment, where he's going to help me with stocks and everything else, and we'll see how that turns out. Then I'll show you guys later. But now he's taking me to, it's not a chess club, it's a card club, he said. And Gilberto Milos will be there. Guys, I'm here with Gilberto Milos. Hi, thanks so much. It's an honor to have you. Check out what's being set up there. And I'm really enjoying the place here. I'll show you more downstairs. In fact, there's even a suggestion for another game that I can start trying out, learning, and showing you guys, which is called Bridge. He also plays well. And now I'm going to see how their game is going. They started this match without a board, talking downstairs, calling out the moves, and now they're going to finish the game here. This game is really weird. At my first meeting with Milos, I didn't know anything about chess. Nothing. I had played 3 games with Andressa, who's a beginner. Like, she didn't know anything either. I had lost 2, just like that. I was really bad. I didn't know a damn thing about chess. So, in that first meeting I had with Milos, he already gave me an introduction to openings, the basics, you know? The stuff you need to know so you don't embarrass yourself so much when playing against beginners, and then all good, right? He gave me the shortcuts, you know? I had a grandmaster right in front of me. For those who don't know, Milos is a grandmaster. There are chess titles you can earn as you progress, and the top you can be in chess after world champion is a grandmaster. But a world champion is also a grandmaster. And it doesn't mean that just because someone is a world champion, they never lose to anyone else. He asked me to study mate in 1, openings. He actually gave me a lot of things to study, but he said, focus on mate in 1 because it's very important. Focus on strategy and tactics exercises and everything else. So I started studying the way he told me to. I said, man, I have 30 days, which is not much, right, to study chess? Because you study it your whole life and never reach the top level. You can study it endlessly and still always improve. So, alright, I already had a direction, right, to know where I should start studying. I started studying and people recommended movies to me so I could learn about the great masters. So I watched the movie about the life of Bob Fischer, which is an amazing movie. Wow, a really cool movie. Really cool indeed. I became a fan of Bob Fischer. I also watched The Queen's Gambit, which was a really cool series, also very inspiring. When you see these chess things, you get pumped up, like really fired up to study chess. And I started to really enjoy studying chess. So, there came a moment, at least in the first 2 weeks, when any free moment I had, I was studying tactics on lichess. I was playing against other players, playing against the computer, and I really started to enjoy it because I started to see results, I started to see progress. So, just by picking up these basic tips for a beginner player, right? What I studied the most at that time was openings, which are very important. If you mess up in the opening, you ruin your game really quickly. I went to play with Andressa again, and it was really easy because she doesn't have the basics of openings, so she would start the game by opening from the flanks. And that's what I used to do at the beginning too. The first time I went to play, before I had any tips, when I played on chess.com, in my mind it worked like this. Okay, let me move all the pieces that aren't near the king. So, I started by playing everything from the flanks. It didn't make any sense. But in my mind I was trying to think of some strategy, trying to think of something logical. Well, about halfway through my experience, I got in touch with another well-known chess figure. Kayo, the networking guy, managed to make that happen for me too. And it was Rafael Chess. Rafael Chess who has the channel that I watch the most when it comes to chess, more than any other channel. It was Rafael Chess. I watched a lot of his game analyses. Man, I consumed a lot of chess content during that time. A whole lot. I ended up falling in love like that. It's a sport, by the way. Rafael Chess agreed to take part in the video too and give me some tips. So we scheduled a meeting for the first time. We played a game and it was really uneven. Totally uneven. One thing I realized that he really showed me was that I was making mistakes because of lack of attention. It wasn't even because I started badly. I still had flaws in everything. I had flaws in the opening, I had flaws in development, I had flaws in every aspect of the game. But one thing you can avoid is lack of attention. The rest, literally, there's no limit. The rest you can study forever because there will always be room to improve. I think I saw a video from Ciencia Todo Dia showing the possible chess moves there are, and it's kind of like the number of stars in the Milky Way. It's something like that. It's crazy. It's the hardest game I've ever played in my life. It's the most complicated sport. And it's also the sport where I noticed the least improvement in myself, even though I did improve a lot because I was a complete beginner. I made little progress compared to how far you can go compared to the people I saw who are really skilled. And the coolest part, in my opinion, of the video I'm going to show you now. It was a prank with Rafael Chess. What did I do in this prank? Milos was already talking to me frequently. He's a very approachable person. And I said, man, would you help me pull a prank on Rafael Chess? I'm going to schedule a game with Rafael at a certain time. At that time, Milos would be with me. And the one who would make the moves for me would be Milos, but he had to find a way to make it look like an intermediate level opening, not too advanced so Rafael wouldn't notice. And then Milos agreed. He invited me over to his house. I scheduled with both Milos and Rafael at the same time to be able to pull off the prank. Well, everything was already set up here. Milos was holding the mouse and looking at the screen. And I was there facing Rafael, looking at my phone, right? And you couldn't see Milos, obviously. So Rafael had no idea this was happening, and I just had to pretend I was using the mouse to make it look realistic.
I'll play my little French defense now, so I don't lose my style.
I'm going to play my little French defense here, so I don't lose my style, right?
I'm going with the most basic thing I know.
This will test all the training.
I'm playing here, okay? The phone is just propped up here, but the screen is right here next to me.
Okay. Look.
I've already started. Come here, go, go.
I can't talk too much so they can concentrate.
Don't give any hints, okay?
Play this way. Good. Tied, huh?
Develop? Oh, but we are developing, right?
Developing.
A tie in development is normal?
You play this one here. I'm already getting scared. Whoa. He castled there. Aggressive. Yeah, what? That one was aggressive. He played for mate, huh? Good move. I already felt a difference from the first game we played.
Really?
Yes, definitely. Wow. Good move.
At least now I have more time to think.
Wow, I'm really scared here. Oh.
I'm freaking out.
She played well up to this point. It's really good. Wow. I was afraid of this move.
But it was really obvious, right? Yeah.
Let me see now. Let me see now.
Wow. Lamina, my boy.
Can I give you a tip?
No.
Can you give a tip?
No, not a tip.
Good move. It's gone.
He showed it. I also got nervous. I'm going to.
I think I'm more nervous than both of you. Right now, let me see. This one, let's go. Here. Let's go. Oh, I just got hit hard here, guys.
Tip.
I'm trying to cause some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I no longer understand my situation here. Damn, good grief. Now what?
You have an option there, right?
No, but your move created a serious threat. Because you controlled f6, right?
See?
If I beat him, since his rating is much higher.
Does my rating go up more or less?
Seeing anything? No. On the app, I'm really... If you beat Rafael, you take his place on the channel.
Wow.
Are you already taking over? Because I think I'm lost now. I don't know how this happened, but I'm lost.
You lost your spot on the channel, huh?
No, still have it. Look.
Wow.
No. Now I'm going to be lost.
I think I was already lost. Damn. You trade the knight on f6? Damn! Seriously? It's really, really strong. I'm lost here.
No, it's too late now. Come on.
Let's go, kid.
I can't believe it. That's crazy.
Man.
Even with a rating 800 points lower than yours, I won.
1 month learning the flamenco method. Rafael.
Now the real person who was playing against you is right here, look.
Ah, Milos, I can't believe it. Hey, Milos, I was just gonna say, Flamengo is using an engine, right? Wow. Oh. If you knew it was Milos, there would have been a better defense, right?
But you saw that I played the opening moves kind of squirrely. Because no engine plays the opening I played.
I saw that T3 was the normal move, right?
Yeah, I understand.
I already said it's okay.
When I saw bishop h7. Well, one thing that now regarding my own development, what did I find most difficult? Yeah, I managed to study a lot of openings. Gaio took me to visit a chess club. The experience was really cool. It was a place with a library just for chess books. It's a really great place for anyone who wants to improve. There are a lot of people who play really well. They hold tournaments there pretty often. It's close to my house. It's in Ayangabaú, if I'm not mistaken, in República.
I'm here now at the chess club. Look at all these books. All these books here are chess books.
I was really impressed by the chess books, trophies, and everything else. It's cool. I'll show you more pictures. I'm with Kaio.
Did it turn out well, guys?
All good? Yeah, he brought me here. Look, he's giving me a book to study. He's going to teach me how to study with the book, and look what he gave me as a gift. That's cool, man.
Awesome.
I've never played with that. I played with it for a while, but it was on
liches and stuff. Now it's a more authentic chess experience.
And then I started studying. I studied openings a lot. I also studied endgames because I was getting really lost in the endgames. Because in many situations, the game ended in a draw. That made me really angry because I was clearly winning. And then it would show up, draw by stalemate. Man, I got so mad when I saw that message. I had a ton of pieces, 43 queens, since I had promoted all my pawns. It would end in a draw. So I started having to pay more attention to this thing about draws at the end of the game. So I studied endgames a lot. I studied openings a lot too. But what I was least able to put into practice was the middle game. It was the tactics, because I would study a tactic. But when it was time to play, I couldn't put it into position. I couldn't move the pieces the way I had learned. So I even talked to Rafael. He said, man, you need more playing time. It's good to study, but you'll get stuck in your progress if you just keep studying. You need to start memorizing patterns, and you can only do that with playing time. So up to a certain point, there's a shortcut in chess. You can study tactics, openings, endgames. But you still need a lot of playing time to start understanding the patterns. My account, the final rating after those 30 days, ended up around 1,150. That was my limit. But sometimes I would drop down to 950. I would play against some players, I don't know, with a rating of 1,000. When I was at 1,150, I would get beaten badly. So it's very variable. I've already been beaten badly by someone with an 850 rating. I don't know how that person played so well. So my rating stayed there between 950 and 1,150. It's very variable. Really very variable. Well guys, that's it for the video. I'm here with Milos. Man, thank you so much. It's an honor to have you in my video. Thanks for helping out with the prank. Yeah. Helping with tips. Every time I sent him a message, he was helping me. Do this, do that. So all the progress I made. I had a lot of people supporting me, and honestly, I didn't even need someone at his level to help speed things up for me. Even with the best possible shortcuts for improving, I made good progress, but it was still only a little. And now he's going to explain a little more about what it's like to improve. Do you think I improved way below average, or about the same as most people?
No, you improved above average because you also dedicated yourself more. You took this month, which is a very short time. 1 month is nothing when it comes to studying, to learning chess, but you dedicated yourself a lot this month. So you improved way above what other people do in a month because you put in a lot of time.
Alright then, hearing from a grandmaster that my progress is okay, I'm already happy with that. Exactly.
Now, as you saw, chess is infinite.
It's infinite.
It's literally infinite. So you could spend a month, a year, 10 years, and keep learning.
Because...
Really, the number of things. The amount of things you have to learn, it's infinite.
That's a good question. I think a lot of people will also be interested in knowing how long does it take on average for a person to become a grandmaster, which is his case. He is a grandmaster. What are the titles that exist?
There are international titles. There's FIDE Master. FIDE is the International Chess Federation, International Master, and Grandmaster, which is the main category. The world champion is a grandmaster. I am a grandmaster. Of course, the world champion plays better than I do, but we have the same title of grandmaster. There isn't an exact time frame for you to become a grandmaster. Nowadays, it's a bit faster. When I became a grandmaster, I learned to play when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I started studying at 12, and I became a grandmaster at 24. 23 or 24? Studying. I think from 12 to 20, I used to study about 8 hours a day.
So, you can understand the amount of time that's necessary of studying to become a grandmaster, actually, to play well. It takes a lot of time and dedication, there's no other way. There is no shortcut where you can say, in 6 months, with the best grandmasters teaching me, I'll become a grandmaster. There's no way, because you need real knowledge, you need actual play.
You have to really like it, so you can manage to spend 8 hours a day doing one thing. You can't spend 8 hours
a day doing one thing
that you don't like. It has to be something that you really like. So you have to really like it, and you have to study a lot, and you have to have, eventually, support. You have to study in the right way. But basically, it's a study. Infinite.
Yeah. So far, it's been the hardest game I've ever tried to learn in my life, and out of all the videos I've made on the channel, it was the one where I felt the least progress. Because honestly, it's something you could study forever. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
That's it. I really enjoyed chess and will keep playing. Maybe one day I will become a good player, grandmaster, never, I don't know. Never say never. But I think it's pretty hard. And that's it. If you liked the video, leave a like here to support my work, and see you in the next experiment. That's me. I'm out. A good piece. Wow. Now. Wow. What a distraction. My god, dude. How could I do something like that? Oh my goodness. My game is over. Wow. Everyone picked this time to play tunes and make noise, you know? Wow. The music will be really loud at the end. Where's the wall soundproofing? Yeah, it's not possible.